really pissed because
we were worried about missing out, but our trains back to.
Yeah, people had to get trains and buses and everything, and we were absolutely gutted because it was just a terrible event in terms of the way that screwed things over. But anyway, did you hang around and watch us?
Of course we did.
Just you watched the show.
My mum wasn't very happy that I got home late. And I drove my brother mad because I sang along with every fucking word. Shut up!
Yeah, that's great.
My question was.
That's dedication.
But the question was, refund.
There's Jane Andrews. Get the checkbook out. Take it out of my per diems.
How much was a ticket though?
How much was a ticket in those days? I can't remember.
2 and 6. £7.95. You can sort that out.
£7.95. Are you an accountant?
Thank you. It was a great.
Yeah, it's a great memory. Brilliant.
I have a question. Rob, how do you take care of your voice after all these years?
Well, that's what's going to be interesting today because it could be the end of my career. I tell you, I'm blessed that I've got this voice. I mean, it's taken a long time to get it where it's at. I always talk about it separately because I suppose it's the same like you. Sometimes your fingers won't go. Your brain's telling your fingers to go and they don't. And that's the same with the voice. Sometimes it'll just go, well, I'm not going to quite get that note that you want, but so what? And like an instrument, it's practice. And I think the blessing that I've had is that I can do different styles of metal in terms of, it can be a painkiller voice 1 minute, then it can be angel the next minute. And that's just trial and error and experimentation. And I think the advantage that it's brought to us, if you want to use that word, is that we're able to do a lot of things that might be challenging in other ways. But I don't really take care of it. I haven't sung. The last time I went out and belted a tune was over Christmas time back in Birmingham with 5 Finger Death Punch. He just walked out and did Lift Me Up with him. So I haven't sung an hour since then. Actually, I did sing a couple of verses in the shower this morning. Mandalay. And rattled the walls a bit. Security called and, is there any murdering going on? No, just loose, trying to warm up.
Yeah, well, it was always one of the things that amazed me when we went out, is that you didn't, people used to ask, does Rob warm up, or what does Rob do for his voice? He goes on. He gets up and he sings. That's all he does. And I was thinking myself, there's got to be some sort of, how do you open that muscle up or whatever? And I've been hanging around trying to catch you doing it. And I thought I was going to catch you doing it in the van, but I still haven't caught you doing it. He just goes on and he does it, and it's just incredible, really,
Well, I should be able to after doing it for 45 years.
So Rob, I've got my son here with me. He's 13 and I'm 41. I probably don't have a music career in front of me, but he might. Any advice for the next generation of metal gods?
Yeah, it's very, again, try and keep it simple. If you've got it in your heart and you've got the dedication, there's no limits really when you think about it. And so, again, it's practice. You can never practice enough. When priests go out, we rehearse for days and days because we're perfectionists. Because you don't want to drop the ball. You've built a standard, you've built a level. And you don't want to disappoint people. People pay good money to come and see and hear a great pre-show, so you want to make sure that that's what you deliver. So, it's the dedication and the practice, enjoying it, and I think above everything else is trying to find your own unique slot. Because it's very easy to emulate other people. That's great when you're tributed by somebody else. But to find your own little niche, to find your own little musical statement, whether you're a drummer, a singer, bass player, whatever it might be, guitar player. There are a lot of us around, and a lot of good people around as musicians. So you've got to find something else that nobody else is quite doing, and that's difficult. But if you practice hard enough and work hard enough, I think you'll find your own place.
I'm sure everybody wants to start jamming with these guys, but I think we'll take one more question and then we'll kind of have to wrap it up a little bit. How can I refuse that? He's a doctor, so.
Rob, I'm actually very fortunate to be here with my wonderful, wonderful fiance, who is I have almost convinced that if you're an officiant or an ordained minister, that she will allow us to be married.
You can do that I could go on the internet, I could go on the iPad right now and fill that format, couldn't I? You can be over here. There's a thing like that, isn't there? Where you can
Universal Life Church.
You can do that.
Yeah,
Well,
he did
I
it.
don't know.
So, yeah.
I was called the Minister of Metal once. But it came from an extraordinary guy. The person who called me the Minister of Metal was Julio Iglesias. It's true. I saw him do a show in Phoenix, where I still got a place in Phoenix. Saw him play at the Celebrity Theatre. His voice is just... How can a human make that kind of beautiful voice? And did the show, and then I said, is there a chance I could meet him? And I go, well, he doesn't really meet people, but we'll see. So I went in, and the first thing he goes, Rob Halford, metal, fire, you are the Minister of Metal. It's a really bad impression. But, you know, that's what... and occasionally you may have seen me recently wearing a priest shirt. But I'm just having some fun. So maybe I shall have to get that out the closet and fill that form out and get the Bible and blessings. Bruce?
Yeah, I just got to ask. First of all, the success of this camp is great for the Rock and Roll Fantasy Camp.
Yeah.
Which just proves the love of Judas Priest and you guys. What's next? What is happening?
We have a brand new record on
Good.
the way.
I want to hear it.
I need to say that Glenn sends his love, and he's back in Hastings, which is a town north of London, mastering the record right now. And it's a very slow, laborious, technical process, isn't it, Bruce? You've got to really... Because once it's released to the metal masses, you can't really back in and go, oh, we need to remix that. Right. So it does take an enormous amount of time and energy and concentration. And we are on quite a deadline at the moment to find the right slot release through Epic, through our label in New York. And we're trying to stay on a delivery date, so Glenn wasn't able to make it. He sends his love. But I hope that, you know, the experiences that you've had with... what's that drummer's name? No, Scott. Scott and Ian yesterday was a lot of fun. Yeah. We hope we're going to do the same with me and Richie today.
And what about
There's a new record coming out, and then hopefully some touring. Yeah, we're ready to tour, man. We love it.
Rob, Richie, thank you very much. Both of you.
Thank you.